Well, you join me at Tullamore Farm on a lovely sunny Friday. I'm not fishing, I'm just sat sightseeing. So I'm stopping on site for a little festival with a few friends. It's a few friends of we used to be like a little online club with no membership, but now it's not really a club anymore. It's more just a bunch of lads that used to fish here, and it's just anyone can join really if you know Chris. Yeah, so it's just an open closed festival that we're doing, and it's on New and Top and Canal. So tomorrow I think we're on New Lake. So I've just had a quick look at that, and I've just had a quick look at Top and Canal, this is Top Lake I'm on now. So that's where we are now. Yeah, and the next time this will pick up will be the morning of the draw. Okay, day one of the festival, and I've drew 13 on New, which I'm not the best happy with, if I'm honest. I've got to win my section, and I've got peg 7 and 10 in my section, which are both flyers, and peg 13 isn't great, even though it's right next to a flyer. So yeah, not ideal, but here we go. Well, it's actually the end of the match now, so everyone's packed up and gone. It's been absolutely lashed down and absolutely soaked through. Now, I've come second in my section, which has naffed my festival up, and I've only narrowly come second in my section as well, and I feel sorry for Mark, who's drew over there, that one, which is much worse than mine, and he's I've only narrowly beat him, so sorry Mark. Yeah, the guy in the corner here there has won the match with 76, and he's been in my section. So if he defaults the section money, and I might get a little consolation prize to cheer myself up. But so right, what have I done? So I've had a maggot line out here at 11 meters, which is about here, which was completely wrong. There was just coming up off the bottom, and there wasn't enough fish to catch shallow, but there was too many fish to catch on the bottom, and then there wasn't enough, and then it was just wrong. I had a good run over here. I didn't have a good run. I haven't had a good run all day. I mean, I've caught 40 pound, but I've had the best run over here on worms about here, and the rest of it I've just ticked off, and I've caught short round my nets here on maggots, and I've had a carp margin here, and I've had a couple of carp late, but they was only small, just little commons and mirrors, and I was too little too late. But yeah, the reason that I'm not happy with this draw is I'm in with peg 1, peg 7 and peg 10, and each one I got a bit close there, didn't I? Peg 1, 7 and 10, and so 10, 7 behind the tree and 1 behind that bush, and each one of those is considerably better than that, so you've got to beat a lot of better pegs. And yeah, managed to beat 10, managed to beat 1, but I haven't beat 7. But then again, nobody's beat 7 because he's won the match. So yeah, so there we go. Not a disaster, but I don't feel I've got it right. But in honesty, I'd have had to caught another £30 to have won my section, and well, aka the match, because I would have had to have won the match to have won my section. And in all honesty, I don't know how I'm getting an extra £30 out of that peg. Not saying it's not impossible, put the right angler on it, and I'm sure they'd do it. But that angler isn't me. So let's see how we go tomorrow. There's been a lack of videos today because it's just where it's, look at me, you know, that's why I didn't want to wreck my phone. Well, day 2, I've drawn 15 on top, which is the peg that I won my section on the last time I was here. Last time I drew top. It's amazing how we just draw the same pegs, isn't it? It's an end peg, but the problem is the wind's going in the other direction. So, I don't know, it might be good. It can be good, but yeah, I really wanted Canal today. But never mind, you can't always have where you want. And this is where I've drew. I'm literally just getting back to it now. So it's just here on the left hand side. I think it's that peg there. Something's squeaking. Last time I had it, those lily pads there hadn't grew up. So yeah, here again, last time I was here I ended up going in because my pole fell in. But yeah, I think I caught shallow to the pads down here and then down there last time. But yeah, so the pads hadn't grown up, but the pads have well and truly grown up now. But it's June, you'd expect them to be. So yeah, see how we rock and roll. It's not ideal that the wind's tanking that way, taking all the fish down into the bowl. So it's not ideal, but is what it is. Well, it's been blown to death again on this. You might recognise from last time, it's got lily pads in it now. When I drew it earlier on in the year, I didn't have lily pads. But yeah, I've lost to Luke next to me. But I've had a couple in the edge here. Hard pellets, I can never catch no on hard pellets, can I? And then it was just roach and bits and that, taking it. But I had one fish on hard pellets, and I fouled up one. And then I was getting these bites and missing them. I switched it to maggots, and there was just sprats. So I'm assuming that's what it was. I think I might have to be weighing in. No, I'm not. And I've had a load of fish out to the pads. I've brought in branches and all sorts. I've lost about, I don't even know how many rigs and up lengths at the paths. I've lost so many fish in the pads and whatnot. I couldn't hold my pole out here in the end because the wind was just too bad. So I moved the fish over here and fished 13 metres here. Which has been a struggle. I've had to like sit off. I've got this pallet thing that I've built. So I've just had to sit off to the side of my box, and I've had a lot of fish, but my back's screaming, and yeah, I've had pole sections blow in. Luke kindly come and save me, losing like a few sections. God, it's been one of them, but I'm mad. That's in. They're not all full. He's beat me 1,000,000%. So yeah, we're just going to have to see how we go, and then I'll update it as to where I finish in the festival. Right, well, I've had £99 5 ounce, which has beat everybody but Luke. He's had £106 something or other. I loose fed chucked a carp back in, but it was only about £1, so it's not cost me anything. So yeah, so unfortunately I'm second on the lake, I believe. I'm just driving now to the results, and we'll see where we are, and I will update it to the boat. Well, let's start calling me Jimmy White. I'm second again. So yeah, that's how it's done. So it's all been nice. Been second in the match. Do feel like I should have won the match today. I feel like I should have. Yeah, if I'd have set the right lines up first, put the right elastic on at the pads, I've lost so many fish at them pads, it's a joke, and so much rigs, so many rigs and floats, and oh dear. But yeah, but Chris, I was just talking to Chris Brown, who's won the festival, and he was saying that he should have won the match today as well. You know, that he feels like he's not got it right and whatnot. So it's one of them things, isn't it? He's won the festival because the festival's on points. So I had the match winner in my section the first day. And I had the match winner in my section the second day. So I legitimately needed to win the match both days to have won the festival. I needed to outright win the match both days to win the festival. Otherwise, I couldn't win. So I don't want to say I've had a tough draw, but it feels like a big ass to have won the match both days. But here you go, onwards and upwards. I'm going to drive home now. I've had a lovely festival. Gives me a reason to come back next year. And you never know, I might win one of these one day. Over and out.